It was a crisp autumn morning in Maplewood, Ohio, the kind of small town where everyone knew everyone, and where gossip traveled faster than the school bell. Mrs. Evelyn Langley, a 34-year-old elementary school teacher, was known for her kindness, her gentle smile, and her ability to calm even the most restless second grader. She had been part of the Maplewood elementary family for nearly a decade, a fixture in the community, adored by students and parents alike. But on October 17, 2019, Evelyn didn't show up for class. Her car was still parked neatly in her driveway. Her purse and phone were inside the house. There were no signs of forced entry, no broken glass, no struggle. It was as if she had simply vanished into thin air. At first, police believed it was a random act of violence. Maybe she'd gone for a walk and been taken. The local sheriff's department combed the woods behind her home, dogs tracing her scent until it stopped near a bus stop 2 blocks away. The town was shaken. Candlelight vigils were held. Her students drew posters that said, "Come home, Mrs. Langley." The entire community clung to hope, until the investigation took a turn no one saw coming. As detectives dug deeper into Evelyn's life, the picture-perfect image began to crack. Her phone records revealed late-night calls to a man no one in town seemed to know, Daniel Cooper, a former teacher from a neighboring district who had been fired under unclear circumstances. When investigators traced the number, they discovered Daniel had been in Maplewood the week before Evelyn disappeared. But there was something else. Evelyn had filed for divorce just 3 months earlier, a fact she had kept quiet from her colleagues and friends. Her husband, Mark Langley, a respected accountant in town, told investigators their marriage was fine. But neighbors reported hearing loud arguments at night and seeing Evelyn pack an overnight bag more than once. The case was no longer about a missing teacher. It was about a life unraveling in secret. 2 weeks into the investigation, a hiker found a set of car keys near an old quarry on the outskirts of town, engraved with a tiny apple charm, the kind Evelyn's students had given her years ago. Police searched the area and soon discovered tire tracks leading to the edge of the cliff. Divers were called in. By dusk, they pulled up a submerged vehicle. Inside was Evelyn Langley. Her death was ruled a homicide. The shocking part? The car was registered not to her, but to Daniel Cooper, the same man she'd been secretly seeing. Everyone thought Daniel was the killer. He disappeared shortly after her body was found, leaving behind a half-packed suitcase and a note that read, "I tried to save her." But then another twist. When detectives revisited Mark Langley, Evelyn's husband, they noticed inconsistencies in his statements. Security footage from a gas station near the quarry showed his truck there the night Evelyn vanished. When confronted, Mark broke down. He confessed that he had followed Evelyn that night after discovering her affair. He claimed he only wanted to talk, but when things got heated, she tried to leave, and in a rage, he struck her. Panicking, he put her in Daniel's car, staged it to look like she'd run off with him, and pushed the vehicle into the quarry. Daniel's disappearance? He had fled town, terrified he'd be blamed for something he didn't do. 2 months later, he was found in a motel in Kentucky, alive but broken. Mark Langley was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 25 years to life. The town of Maplewood still hasn't healed. Every year, on the anniversary of her disappearance, her students and colleagues gather near the old quarry with candles and flowers. A quiet reminder that even the most peaceful towns can hide devastating secrets. As for Daniel, he never returned to Maplewood. In an interview years later, he said, "Evelyn wanted a new life. She just didn't live long enough to have it." In Maplewood, people still say you can hear the wind whistle through the trees near the quarry, like a whisper that says, "Tell the truth." Because even in small towns, the truth has a way of finding its way back to the surface.